Is your New Year's resolution to watch something really, really scary? What's inside the new Horror Pack, the monthly horror DVD and horror Blu-ray subscription service? "2023, had to clear my throat there. 2023 is now upon us. Hopefully everybody will be having a brand new year. Hopefully everybody will be having a happy new year. Of course, things don't change here on this channel, one of my favorite things, of course, is to open up, unbox, or unbag the brand new horror packs every single month, dropped off at your doorstep without fail. They'll deliver to your doorstep 4 horror titles in either Blu-ray or DVD. I happen to enjoy Blu-ray, but you can also as well subscribe to DVD, because after all, there's always going to be titles that haven't yet trickled their way over to Blu-ray yet. We're going to go ahead and open up the bag, the newest offering. And of course, if again you guys are interested and would like to subscribe to the horror pack, it's simple, it's easy. You can click the link down below in the video description. Reaching off to the side, let's grab ourselves a knife here. Let's grab Old Red for this. Old Red may make more appearances here in 2023. Granted, she's been making several appearances as we've been unbagging and unboxing things here on this channel. All those ASMR videos that you've been watching at the very beginning of the reviews have all used Old Red. Opening up the bag here. What I would like to ask some participation on your part, if you have, let's hopefully just cut the bag a little bit more first. If you have seen any of the titles that we're about to draw out, let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of them. First we'll have a look at is Stephen King's Dr. Sleep, the next chapter in the Shining story. This also includes the director's cut. I have this title. I'm pretty sure as well it is also the director's cut. The director's cut is one of those very long, dragged out movies. I think next time, if I would recommend watching Dr. Sleep with anybody that hasn't yet had the chance to watch the movie, I would probably do it in theatrical. Watching director's cut, the person I was watching it with fell asleep about an hour or so before the movie was actually finished. It's quite long. Still scared by the trauma he endured as a child at the Overlook Hotel, Torrance faces the ghosts of his past when he meets Abra, a courageous teen who desperately needs his help and who possesses a powerful extrasensory ability called the Shine. Special features include From Shining to Sleep. Author Stephen King, director, screenwriter Mike Flanagan look back to the original novel and classic film to discuss how they took on the sequel. The making of Dr. Sleep, A New Vision, Return to the Overlook Hotel. This was released in 2019, and if I'm just looking at this, the running time here, theatrical cut was 152 minutes. The director's cut, however, though, was 180 minutes. That's a lot of movie. To be fair, though, the theatrical cut still is 152 minutes. But directors, that's a commitment. That's a commitment. And especially to anybody that hasn't had, well, especially to anybody that doesn't like to sit through long movies. They're going to be out cold right away. Pulling out the next title, we have ourselves The Lodge. Not heard of this one. It says it's scary as hell. The next great horror film is here, said Slash Film. On the back, it says a bone-chilling nightmare from the directors of Good Night Mommy. The Lodge follows a family who retreat to their remote winter cabin over the holidays. When the father, played by Richard Armitage, is forced to abruptly depart for work, he leaves his children, Aiden, played by Jaden Martell, and Mia, played by Leah McHugh, in the care of their new girlfriend, Grace, played by Riley Coe. Isolated and alone, Blizzard traps them inside the lodge as terrifying events summon specters from Grace's dark past. You know, now that I think about it, while I didn't recognize the title, why am I waving my finger like this? I do recognize the description. Description sounds right. There is no special features other than a digital code being included. The runtime for this is 1 hour and 48 minutes. Let's see where it was released, or when it was released. I do believe it's 2020. If I can see down below here, the stamp has been printed over top of that. I do remember The Lodge now that I think about it. Haven't seen it, though. Haven't seen it. Definitely give it a watch, though. The next one we're going to be pulling out here is 13 Slays Till Xmas. It's a really hard thing to kind of read here. 13 Slays Till Xmas, the Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray. On the back, from the creators of Volumes of Blood and the directors of Pool Party Massacre, The Conduit, Season's Greetings 2, Sleep Tight, Unlisted Owner, We Are the Many, 5 Wild Animals, VOB, Horror Stories, After the Slasher, and Stranded. On December 24th, 5 seemingly random men are invited to a dive bar by a mysterious email. They decide to pass the time by resurrecting the old tradition of telling scary stories on Christmas Eve. As each take turns spinning yarns of Yuletime terror, it becomes evident they may be harboring a dark and deadly secret. David Gelmini of Dread Central says, the only film horror fans will need to watch this festive season. I'm sorry, David. I know you're just saying this to sell the movie. I would certainly say there's other titles I would probably much rather watch during the holidays. I'll still give this a watch. And it says a barroom blitz of Yuletime frights. See, that's a better review. That's Jason Peary from Gruesome Magazine. He's more realistic. This David Gelmini, the only horror film fans will need to watch this festive season. I say that's shenanigans. This was released, by the way, in 2020. And the runtime for this, very easy to digest, is 106 minutes. The only thing that might turn me off of actually wanting to watch this movie, I'll still sit down and give it a gander, is the idea that it's probably been shot with a digital camera. And the moment that you pop in a movie, am I the only one that does this? I mean, I can watch old 80s slashers no matter how bad the movie is, but at least it's shot and recorded on reel. The moment you start recording anything on digital, like a digital camera, it just looks like something that like a movie school of class would probably sit down and, try to make as a school project, not diminishing any of these newer movies. But the moment it feels too crisp, too clean, and it looks like it's been shot recently, I just lose all interest. I'll still give it a watch, though. If you have seen this movie, let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of it. And the final film inside here, we actually got a double. We've got Gremlins and Gremlins 2, The New Batch. I was actually just thinking about this movie the other day. Cleaning through my library, I'm trying to kind of purge, get rid of some of the movies I don't have or don't need anymore. The ones I have on DVD and the ones I then have on Blu-ray, I'm just getting rid of the DVDs. I think to myself, well, why am I holding on to these things? I think, okay, if somebody happens just to have only a DVD player at their house and they say, geez, I really wish that we knew somebody. Who do we know that has a DVD copy of Gremlins? And I could put up my hand and say, I'll be right back. I'm going to run over to my house. I don't think that scenario is ever going to play out. So I'm really only keeping the titles in my library to beef up my selection and also so it's available for anybody else. I'm just purging a lot of my titles. I think I actually only have Gremlins and Gremlins 2 on DVD. And again, I was moving those titles just the other day. So that's going to be perfect. I have 2 titles for the price of 1. Let's have a look at the stack here that we did get this time around for the horror pack. A double feature, a double bill. We've got Gremlins and Gremlins 2, The New Batch. Classic looking films. One I'm not so certain about, but I'll still give it a chance, is 13 Slays Till Xmas. We also got The Lodge. That's going to be interesting. And we also got Dr. Sleep. Already been there. Already done that. Had the other person falling asleep. What do you think of any of these titles? Have you seen any of these titles? And if you did, let me know down below in the comments section. And also let me know as well, do you prefer to watch the director's cuts of films over the theatrical? Or if it's too long of a movie, you usually just end up watching the theatrical. Let me know down below in the comments section. And as well, if you guys are interested to subscribe to the horror pack while we still have Dr. Sleep full frame here. If you guys are interested, you can click the link down below in the video description. And also while you're down there as well, if you don't mind me also plugging, if you enjoyed this video, hit it with a like. If you're loving the content you guys are seeing and certainly do want to stick around for 2023 and what's going to be coming onto that channel, this channel, during that time, then make sure if you haven't already done so, that you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the bell notification. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.